Hello and welcome everybody to Formula Sicomoro Season 3 Martinelli's World Championship. I am your host, Ethan. Joined with me tonight is Jacob.
Good to be back, Ethan.
So this season we have 6 teams battling head-to-head for this championship.
First up, we have Team Pants, the Button, and the Zipper, BigBenn and HawkGames.
We also have Voltswagen, MaybeaJoja, and Rocket Bear.
Next up, the Racing Dudes, featuring Dudeman and CloudDroopy.
We also have the Rice Crackers, consisting of Sekua and TGTWOOO.
And also Aelar Racing with Lane
and finally, Calpico Racing Team with Iokua and Gerace. So Jacob, with this third installment of Formula Sicomoro, we've made some changes as a group.
Indeed we have, Ethan. First of all, damage rate has been reduced. We've had some complaints over the past. It hopefully won't be a problem any longer. And the qualifying, being a little bit too long last season, is now down to one shot. You get one lap to determine your position for the entire race.
Wow, that's intense, Jacob.
It is.
So we're starting off the season tonight here in Bahrain, starting it off strong with a great track. It's a beautiful night with some great expected weather, no rain ahead, clear skies. Bahrain features a 3.3 mile circuit with 3 DRS zones, allowing for many opportunities for overtaking, as well into turns 1 and the overall second sector.
You know, Ethan, Bahrain is one of those tracks where you either love it or you hate it. There's no in between. We got drivers on both sides of the spectrum playing with us today. How do you feel?
You know, Jacob, I'm not too sure about that. How do you feel?
I'm somewhere between.
Aren't we all, Jacob? Aren't we all? The qualifying results. So, no surprising here at the start with Gerace and MaybeaJoja in first and second position. But
huge surprise with number 3 though, Ethan Hawk. You can finish.
Fourth position, we have Sekua, and in fifth position, DRKSABRR.
Then we go to the bottom 5 here, starting with CloudDroopy in 6th, followed by Joshua, and then right after Jacob Bennett.
You know, he usually doesn't perform this badly ever.
Thank you, Ethan. You know, Jacob's a little rusty. He hasn't played in a while, and he's still coming off of that disaster of a finish from last season with his disqualifications in both Vegas and Baku.
That's right, Jacob. You know, these Team Pants drivers have it tough. Some would say they're the underdogs in this championship.
That's right, Ethan. Well, anyways, after Jacob is Caden in 9th place, and then Owen in last.
Pretty unique starting lineup compared to last season. Let's see how they perform during the race. Here we are at the start of the Bahrain Grand Prix, Race 1 of the World Championship. Lights are out. Gerace in P1, MaybeaJoja in P2.
Let's see how bad this first turn is.
Oh my gosh!
It went exactly as expected.
It sure did, Jacob. Gerace imagining P1 in the first turn. Joja's trailing behind him. Oh, and an overtake. I wonder what happened. HawkGames in third place, followed by Sekua, DRKSABRR, and CloudDroopy. The replay, we're here with MaybeaJoja. Gerace with a fantastic start, quickly pulling ahead. Looks like Aiden braked really early there.
He almost manages to overtake here, but not quite.
And as we get to this next turn, oh, looks like Gerace just messed up his braking point, allowing for an easy overtake.
Let's go back to see what happened on this first turn. Oh, Caden making contact with Lane. Lane taking revenge on him, and Joshua spins out and takes his anger out on the cone.
Looking at Josh here, wow, just a little bit of late braking. Sekua here passing HawkGames for third position, still on lap 1. And towards the end of this lap, Joja still holding P1 as Gerace tails behind him. Gerace looking to make a move. Can he get by him? No DRS, by the way. This is DRKSABRR here, passing HawkGames for second place of lap 2. Moving up to lap 3 here, we still have the same top 3. Sekua's up in front there. Oh, and a little bit of spin out. Not enough grip on the back tires. DRKSABRR's going to try and make it through, and he does easily on that inside. HawkGames still sitting in P3. Lap 3, Joja looking for a DRS overtake here.
Ooh, another overtake.
For 5th place, Jacob. That is wild.
Fighting for the middle of the pack.
Whoa!
And Owen's controller disconnects during the turn.
Oh my goodness. And Gerace got that position back. Oh, moving in the sector 2 here of lap 4. Sekua and HawkGames. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Battling it out here for P1 of this race. Sekua.
Check for damage, right side.
Sekua secures P1 for the moment. 2 lap 6. Oh my goodness.
Bro, I forgot about the limit.
You can tell HawkGames belongs on Team Pants. He's exceeding pit limits.
Oh yeah, classic HawkGames. Aiden, Gerace, and MaybeaJoja have made it back to P1 and 2. Oh my gosh, Jacob. I cannot believe it.
Another overtake.
Wow. I'm so proud of Joja tonight. BigBenn here on lap 9, trailing Sekua. Battling for 5th place here, middle of the pack again.
Let's see if he manages to overtake on the straight as well.
DRS is enabled.
About to do it. Oh, he brakes a little too early.
On the inside line, though.
He manages to overtake.
DRKSABRR trying to overtake BigBenn for 4th. And he does.
Manages to do it.
Wow. Power of DRS, Jacob. Lap 13. Can DRKSABRR make P3 of this race? Going after HawkGames. DRS is enabled. And that is a successful, clean overtake. As we come to the end of Sector 3 and the end of the Bahrain Grand Prix, MaybeaJoja in P1. Here is our first winner of Formula Sicomoro World Championship.
Good gemacht, Noah. First win of the season.
Welcome back, everyone. We've made our way to China for our second and final race of the weekend.
That is right, Ethan. Following the results from last race, Noah is in first, with Aiden in second and Lane in third, followed by both Team Pants members. Although neither of them got podium, Team Pants is in the lead.
Shanghai features a unique circuit with the infamous snail turn at the start and humongous back straight.
China is home to 16 turns, as well as 2 DRS zones that aid in overtaking.
Hopefully we see some of those today, and let's go down to the grid. This is qualifying for China, relatively similar to Bahrain. However, there are some differences, with Aiden Gerace managing to secure pole position here, pushing Noah down to P2. DRKSABRR has also made his way to P3, pushing HawkGames down to P4.
Meanwhile, Steven Van Auken struggled on this qualifying, placing 9th and leaving room for CloudDroopy, Iokua, and BigBenn to all move up a position.
It is race day here in China. I am excited for this race. How about you, Jacob?
I'm scared, especially for this first turn here, Ethan.
Lights are out and our racers are off. Gerace with a great start. He's already ahead of Joja.
Lane and Ethan battling, not far behind though.
Wow, I think that's one of the best first turns we've ever had in a race, Jacob.
I agree.
Gerace has built up a substantial lead at the start of this race. As we go into this next set of turns,
Oh, Lane goes into the gravel and takes out the 50-meter mark.
Gerace's start here He gets some great grip as the lights go out.
He manages to immediately overtake Noah.
That was pure skill. And from Noah's POV,
He has a pretty good start too.
he sure does, but Gerace just had that grip a little bit earlier. HawkGames starting in 4th place here.
Luckily, he has the inside line on this first turn here, so he should be able to overtake DRKSABRR immediately, which he manages to do.
And he holds on to this inside line to set up his next turn.
He has a great line here, but unfortunately, Lane manages to overtake back. Let's go to Steven's POV.
So he's starting here in 10th place.
Strong start, manages to dodge the idiot in front of him.
Already up to P7. What a start for Sekua.
Some collisions happening in front of him, letting him overtake again. And in just the first turn, he manages to go from P10 to P6.
That was a beautiful line, Jacob. Now, as you go to this next turn, let's keep an eye on DRKSABRR and see what he does. Wow. I don't even know what he did, Jacob.
His POV does not make it any better.
Just straight into the gravel and straight into the marker. I can only wonder what he's thinking right now.
My wheel's stuck. Can we get that checked out?
Lane seems to think his wheel is the problem. We must not be watching the right race. Little bit of slipping over there. Josh taking the inside line on this turn. Oh, but Lane takes an even more inside line and pushes him off the track.
Wow, what an interesting move. Josh goes here on the inside, and DRKSABRR goes even more inside.
He tries to dive bomb, but he forgets to turn to the right.
Lane, you gotta leave the space.
Joja and Gerace have just pitted here. Oh my, losing a little bit of grip there.
Gerace messes up the turn and then tries to push Joja off of the track.
That's some major grit there. Still defending while you're not even on the track.
Racing mentality.
So he sets up his turn, and oh, right when he moves the wheel, he loses the back end. Just coming in a little too hot.
Remember, Aiden, you've got to break in the tires.
This is Josh on lap 2. Oh, completely targeted.
Poor Josh, he's just getting bullied all race, it seems like.
Sekua and P2 trying to overtake HawkGames for the lead of this race here on lap 3.
And it seems like he will succeed in doing so. He takes the inside line and manages to keep his position going through it.
Lap 8. Sekua with a great pit here. Aiden Gerace coming out of the pit lane, trying to secure first place. Joja's flying down, and Gerace is still able to block off HawkGames, keeping second place. We're having a 4-way battle here for the podium. DRKSABRR behind HawkGames, maybe looking to make an overtake soon.
Well, HawkGames slips a little. Oh, but they collide, and Lane is unable to capitalize on Ethan's mistake.
Lap 10 here, Sekua behind HawkGames. We might see another overtake here.
Steven taking the inside line and managing to overtake HawkGames. He slips a little, but that does not affect him.
Lap 14, DRKSABRR behind BigBenn. Are we going to see a last-minute overtake?
Oh, BigBenn messes up the turn. You can tell he was stressing.
That's rough coming at the last lap, too. Here comes MaybeaJoja for his second win of the season. That is 2 wins in a row. I'm proud, Jacob.
I am too, Ethan. But of course, Aiden Gerace getting second once again, not far behind him.
Wow, what an exciting weekend, Jacob. Let's take a look at the results. Unsurprisingly, we have Noah in first place with 26 points, followed by Aiden close behind with 22, and Lane in third with 18 points, closely followed by Ethan with 17, and even Jacob behind with 15.
Yes, Ethan, there have been very impressive performances from drivers this weekend. However, there were still quite a few DNFs. We've brought in 2 data analysts, Noah and Josh, to provide some insight. How do you think these early DNFs will affect the rest of the season?
I think these early DNFs could potentially make the middle and the ends of the season more interesting. Right now, it looks like it's going to make these racers look worse on paper. They have the chance to catch up because of the mandatory DNF rule. More racers are going to have to take DNFs instead of them in the future, which can tighten up points battles that you wouldn't have foreseen before.
Well, in regards to Dudeman, right now he's taken on 2 DNFs, and according to my professional data statistician analysis perspective, assuming he follows this trend, continuing to not score any points for the continuing season, I'm pretty sure he's going to be at the bottom of all of this championship. So, it looks like Racing Dudes might be a one-man show for this season.
Meanwhile, Team Pants and the Rice Crackers both have an even split, both having 47% and 53%. And I want to mention, Ethan, it seems like for Team Pants, although Jacob was suspected to be the big, Ethan is pulling a little more weight than he is. How do you feel about that?
Well, Jacob, I think that Ethan's off to a phenomenal start. He's ironed out much of his game from last season and has performed very well this weekend. However, I still think Jacob will turn out to be the better driver throughout the rest of the season.
Although I'm not sure about that, Ethan, I will say he's had some unfortunate qualifiers this weekend, and he's still breaking off some of the trauma from last season.
Well, despite not having any podiums this weekend, Team Pants is the Constructors leader, closely followed by Voltswagen and Calpico RT.
Due to their DNFs anchoring them down, and or their lack of teammates, the bottom 3 consists of the Rice Crackers, Lane, and the Racing Dudes.
Well, folks, that was a phenomenal start to this season. I'm your host, Ethan.
And I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you next Raceque.